Thank you for choosing Katie's Intuitive Tarot. I'm grateful to be connecting with your energy today. I'm going to be doing a quick energy check for my Capricorn friends. This will be for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Messages may resonate with you. Of course, this is a general reading, not personal. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. Use your discernment, as again, this is a general reading, okay? Everything that happens in this reading happens for a reason. And when I receive your messages, either from Spirit or from the cards, I always intend that these messages are for your greatest and your highest good. All right, now when I was doing your pre-shuffle, Capricorn, there was a lot coming up about a concern in your love life. There were quite a few cards that came out about dealing with someone that's very stubborn and having frustration with someone that's really stubborn. Something about a distance or separation. I don't know, maybe if you feel like you want to maybe have some time away from somebody. So I don't know. I mean, a lot was about love, but if it's not for love for you, it may be a friend or someone that you work with or someone that, is not aligning with your values and it's making you uncomfortable and uneasy. And I feel like there was a lot of feeling foggy, like unsure with what the next step is going to be and feeling like foggy and unknowing, and that just being frustrating. I know because, you're an earth sign, so am I. So lots of the time when it comes to earth signs, it has to do with, wanting to have your ducks in a row and having things planned out. And really the most important thing a lot with us earth signs is our stability. So when things are getting questioned and are foggy, it makes us uneasy. At least I'm like that. So I can definitely feel that energy coming my way. So I've just cleared the energy. We'll dive into it and see if that comes back up, okay? All right, let's get into it for Capricorn. Messages for Capricorn for their greatest and highest good. Okay, so when I'm cutting the deck right off the bat, I'm getting your love life again. And like I said, it kept on coming up in the pre-shuffle. And then High Priest or Priestess. So you may be somebody that's very intuitive. Maybe even, psychic. You may be able to hear certain messages, either, from the universe, God, your spirit guides, whatever you believe in. And also maybe you may also be able to, I'm hearing, talk to people that have passed over as well. I'm also getting from Spirit to make sure that you follow those, I'm getting gut feelings, nudges, hints. There's a reason why you're getting those symbols and those messages. 333 on the clock. When I said that, look up angel number 333. There's a message there for you. Capricorn. Farm is popping out here. Maybe some of you grew up in the country or enjoy the outdoors, or maybe you're big animal lovers. I'm getting a song right now. I think it's a Post Malone song. I had some help. It ain't like I can make this kind of mess all by myself. Something about liquor on the shelf. Damn, I had some help. And on the bottom of the deck, I have karmic relationship. So you may be in a season right now where maybe you are in a karmic relationship. I mean, unfortunately, sometimes relationships are not lifetime. Sometimes they're years, sometimes they're months, weeks, or seasons in your life, right? I'm getting that someone blames somebody a lot. maybe says things in front of other people that tick you off. I don't know. Take that if it resonates. Capricorn. Farm came back out again, guys. Maybe you've lived on a farm, like I said, lived in the country, enjoy animals, you like horseback riding. Maybe it's a dream to have a farm one day. And angels. So again, a lot of synchronicities here with angels, spirit guides, ancestors, people that have passed on, that are close to you, that are sending you messages. So just keep an eye on that, okay? Pay attention to your dreams is what I'm hearing as well. Capricorn. All right, cutting the deck, I'm getting let go and gambling. Make room for new beginnings, and it's on the way to you now. And then gambling, problems with addictions, gambling, or bad financing. So maybe some of you are letting go of some of the bad habits that you have. Maybe you're letting go of some things that you think you can work on. Maybe you're letting go of wanting to risk things right now. Or maybe things are so risky right now that you want to let it go. Take it how it resonates. And letting go could be anything, right? It could be a job, it could be a person, it could be a habit, like here. I'm gonna shuffle for Capricorn. I'm getting a let go again and patience. Just a few more months, good things come to those who wait. So there are some changes that are coming up. But with this butterfly, it's like a transition. I'm hearing it's for the better. Capricorn. Bottom of the deck, caution. Find out more information. Don't overwork yourself. And I mean, as earth signs, again, we are kind of bad. We're guilty of that. We're hard workers, right? And I don't know why I'm feeling like, oh, like take caution in matters of the heart is what I'm getting, right? It's kind of like a hospital symbol and then a heart. Capricorn, thank you for these messages. Capricorn. Some stuff. Okay. All right. So this one came out fumbled. Experiencing a breakup, and it says divorce. So because it came out fumbled, I feel like this is more of a situation where it's something that's come across your head. It's something that's been brought up to you. Like maybe you're on the fence of looking at something like a separation, or maybe thinking, okay, maybe I'm gonna, take a couple weeks to myself. Maybe this is a fear. 911 on the clock when I said that, which makes me think like 911 in an emergency. This also came out fumbled, love spell, but it came out like this. So maybe feeling like there's been some changes in your love situation. And caution came back out again. Sometimes we have to protect ourselves, and I'm almost hearing like putting a shield in front of your heart. Trying to protect yourself and your emotions. Sometimes it's easier to build a wall to protect yourself, I'm getting. You'll know what that resonates with you. What else? Capricorn. Cutting the deck, I'm getting the Lovers. So again, this could literally have to do with your love life. The Lovers also, I don't know if you guys heard that, but my knee just snapped. There's always a reason for everything that happens, right? Maybe you feel like you want to snap on your lover. I'm getting that. Number 15, that may be a significant number for you. And also on the other side of the deck, when I'm cutting it, I get number 7. And it says snake, deception, cheating, intelligence, desire, seduction, untrustworthiness. Are you not trusting something that's going on in your relationship right now? You'll know if that message is for you. Capricorn. Ooh. Unexpected income, and that fell. So maybe some of you have recently received some unexpected income, or there's some that's coming on the way to you. I'm hearing lump sum. So you never know. It could be a windfall, a gift. Gifts coming out again. So yeah, this unexpected income might be a gift. Maybe you don't know that you're going to be getting a raise at work. Lottery, gambling, inheritance. Also, when cutting the deck, I'm getting 15, the number 15 again. Power, boss, courage, leadership, finances, and protection. It's a beautiful card. It's hard to see because it's so dark, but it's a giant dark bear, and it's protecting this little child. Interesting, because I'm getting for some people that you're missing your protection. You're not feeling as protected as you once were feeling. Maybe some of you are also trying to protect yourself because you don't want to tell the big bear how you're feeling, and you don't want them to lash out at you. Bottom of the deck, number 29, imprisonment. Someone close to you may have been in the past, or you have been in a situation with the law and feeling like you're stuck or in jail. Sometimes this could mean you actually like physically or mentally, like you more mentally feel like you're stuck. And it's like, oh my God, what do I do now? Capricorn. Whoa. All right, we had some flyers here, guys. So we have a high honor, number 25. And when I see this, I feel like in your case, you have a lot of people that cherish you. You have a lot of friends and loved ones and people that support you. You have a great moral compass is what I'm hearing. And this actually may go back to this unexpected income for some of you. Some of you, again, may be getting some kind of increase, raise, maybe a new title at work that gives you a little bit more authority. We also have number 23, courthouse, but again, this came out fumbled. So I don't know. It brings me back to this. with the divorce fumbled. Do I want to go through all of that legal shit? All of the paperwork? All of the headache of it? Number 23. We have child in reverse. There's a couple things I get with this. Either you don't have any, like, physically any human children. This could also be somebody that's not acting their age and acting childish. Number 18 may be significant to you. We have number 39, community. It's interesting how there's 3 people here too, and then there's a whole bunch of people in the background. So some of you may be really close with your neighbors. Maybe some of you work for your local community. I'm also hearing 3 is a crowd. So maybe there's somebody a little bit too involved in a personal situation that you don't want to be, if that makes sense. Number 39 may be significant to you. And main female came out, number 2, but it came out in reverse. So this message is either about a main male that is in your life, or this message is for a male Capricorn. What else for Capricorn? Breaking the deck, I get tree, affairs with your family, and archway. New opportunities, possibilities, and paths are opening up. Interesting, and very outdoorsy too. So you might really enjoy the outdoors, gardening, spending time in your backyard, or taking walks. New opportunities are coming, but there's definitely going something on in a family tree dynamic. Capricorn. Tree again, and fox. Shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. Maybe, again, like, it makes me think of the snake from earlier, too. Like, maybe you're dealing with somebody that likes to hide and is sneaky. I'm also hearing likes to blame others. Oh, all right. So, fox wanted to come back out. We have hammock, taking a vacation physically or mentally, and I can't make that shit up. I was saying that earlier. Like, maybe you just need some alone time. You need some time to go and reflect. Take some time and try and get your, I'm hearing, weigh out your options. Oops, and we have bell, announcement. When the bell is ringing like that, I feel like this is something that is a pretty public kind of announcement. This may just be a global event, or this could be specifically having to do with you. It could be an announcement just to your friends and your family. Maybe some people that you trust. And this popped out too. Handshake. Meeting with a stranger could be important. And I find this one interesting too, because like the background, you can see like the clouds and the moon and the earth. This may be a meeting with somebody that you don't actually... 111 on my home clock when I'm saying this. There's a message there for you. An angel message if you want to Google that. Maybe this is meeting somebody online. Somebody that you're talking to, that you talk to virtually. And you may meet in person. Again, this could be also a handshake. I'm getting directed back to work. A congratulations handshake. You got the position. an announcement comes out, right? That also makes sense. So take it how it resonates. All right, Capricorn. Breaking the deck, I have Sun, Strength, and Empowerment. And then Limitations and Fears. Very interesting because that seems like the polar opposite to me. Look how light this card is and how dark this card is. This has to do with feeling limited, feeling like you don't know what to do next. But you do have the strength. You have the empowerment. And the sun is your ultimate happiness. And it's really cool how it's cupping like this. It almost looks like a yoga pose. But it's like the sun is in their hands. And it looks almost like a ghost reaching out there too, which makes me think back to, you know, like maybe mediumship capabilities that you have. I'm hearing that older John Mayer song, waiting, waiting, waiting on the world to change. Are you waiting on the world to change or for someone specifically? You'll know if that's for you. Bottom of the deck, shadow side, moon, the dark night. When it comes to the moon, that has to do with things that are kind of getting hidden under the surface. Things that you're keeping pretty private. Not being able to feel like you can share how you really feel. Capricorn, thank you for these messages. Capricorn. I felt like there was more. Okay. What do we got? Now these came out all fumbled. Okay, so we have fate, detours, and divine intervention, but this came out fumbled. So I feel like, again, this is feeling stuck. Feeling stuck. And the thing is, too, is that you're also getting closed off, guarded, and resistance. But that's also in reverse. Maybe somebody's acting like they're really open and they're not. Other ways of taking that is that maybe someone is thinking that they're totally open and they're not when it comes to their emotions. We have masculine in reverse, and interesting because we had main female in reverse as well. So this definitely has to do with a female and male relationship. Detachment, cold. Are you feeling like you're putting up this guard, right, of detachment? You feel like you have to close off your heart and keep it safe. And beautiful, North Node, cosmic purpose. And again, this takes me back to so many of the gifts that you have, Capricorn. You are so spiritual. Lots of you could be empaths as well. You know, like you're working with someone and they come into work, they're really upset, they're bawling, and then you start bawling and you can feel that pain. It's so hard to, it's so hard to tell other people that, like, that you are feeling those feelings and those emotions, even though you're not that person. Lots of people don't understand that, but I feel like that's something that you definitely resonate with. Let's get some tarot. Capricorn. Oh, this is like stuck. And again, like when I saw earlier with the imprisonment, like feeling stuck. Like my shuffling is like, it doesn't want to do it. Capricorn. Bottom of the deck is the Four of Wands, and the Four of Wands has to do with a contract, a celebration, it's a marriage, it's a commitment, it's family, joy, harmony. So this definitely has to do with some kind of commitment or marriage. Capricorn, thank you for these messages. Capricorn. All right. So first we have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles has to do with you working hard, working on your investments. So you see how the guy's standing here with his shovel and he's got all of his pentacles all lined up, which absolutely makes sense. Pentacles go with earth signs, which is us, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You're looking back on all of your hard work and investments and all of your hustle. Look at my results of how hard I've worked, and I've built this up this high. Now I need to know if I want to continue building that investment, or do I want to pick up my investment and go somewhere else? You're looking at your successful harvest, right? You're enjoying the fruits of your labor and everything that you've done, but you're also exhausted. This has a lot to do with taking care of yourself and not trying to burn yourself out. Be proud of how far you've come. Look at those results. They're pretty freaking impressive. You have perseverance. You have effort, time, long view, sustainable results, right? Right now you're looking at your investment and you're thinking, okay, what should I do going forward with the investment for myself and what I have become? We have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups has a lot to do with opportunities, choices. The thing with the Seven of Cups, it has a lot to do with dreams and desires. And again, like I was saying earlier, definitely pay attention to your dreams because you are getting specific messages from the spirit, universe, ancestors, again, whatever you believe in, you are getting very strong messages in your dreams. It is helpful to have a dream journal. If you're someone that really remembers your dreams or they're very vivid, just to kind of jot down a summary in the morning of what you dreamt, because there's usually a reason for what you're dreaming. So you do have a lot of choices and opportunities in this situation, but it can get a little bit overwhelming. Sometimes this brings up, there's so many choices, it kind of makes you feel like you're confused, like a lack of focus, illusion, also dissatisfaction. The choice is yours with where you choose to go to next. And again, this is a 7 and this is a 7. So maybe number 7 is significant to you. Maybe, you know, a part of your birthday. Now we also have the Queen of Swords, but the Queen of Swords came up in reverse. So when the Queen of Swords is upright, this has to do with having clear boundaries, direct communication, independent, standing in your truth, being the badass bitch that you are, right? And very, very intelligent. But when it is in reverse, this means you do not have clear boundaries right now. There is not direct communication. You are not feeling independent. I feel like you're being felt like you're getting fucking like bogged down. You feel like you can't stand in your truth. There's something that needs to be communicated that you are not communicating right now, and you'll know if that is your message. Let's get some advice. I'm going to pull from 2 decks here. Get some advice for Capricorn. Advice for Capricorn. Cutting the deck, I have the 10 of Wands, which has to do with laying down a burden and closing off a cycle. And the 3 of Swords, which has to do with heartbreak. I'm sorry you're going through this, Capricorn. This is not easy. Advice for Capricorn. One more shuffle. Advice for Capricorn. Capricorn, advice. Thank you for these messages. Advice for Capricorn. All right, what did we get here? We got Judgment, which absolutely makes sense right now. Using your best judgment, doing what is best for you, following the path that you would like to follow. You are the main character in your story. You have the best judgment for yourself, not somebody else. Beautiful. It's funny, a whole bunch of these came out, but I'm only taking the top one. Queen of Swords, and it's Queen of Swords upright. Be honest. Be truthful. Also, I'm hearing some of you may have to, I'm hearing a pros and cons list. Some of you may have to sit down on your own and take more of a non-heart, like more of a actual analytical kind of perspective that you don't usually take, and try your best to cut some of your feelings out of it and try and solve this with more of your thoughts than your feelings, if that makes any sense. Makes sense for some of you. What else did we get here? We've got the World, and we've got the Hanged Man. Very interesting. The World has to do with endings, but also new beginnings. And the Hanged Man has to do with coming from another perspective, seeing it from another angle. I wonder what this looks like if I hang myself upside down. You know what I mean? Like, I want to look from a different angle. Is there something that I'm missing here? So make sure you're weighing everything out, looking at the bigger picture, right? And it is ultimately your decision. Is this going to be a new leaf and a new chapter in your situation? Or is this going to be an ending and you're going to be starting off fresh? For all of you, it's different, so I try and make it as general as possible. Last words for Capricorn. Whew, heavy. Heavy reading, guys. Look at this as I'm cutting the deck. Expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. And number 42, refinement. Dahlia. Again, going back to flowers. So again, some of you might really enjoy gardening, the outdoors. Capricorn. One more shuffle for Capricorn. Bottom of the deck, it's time to release negativity. Release what no longer serves you. I know that's easier said than done. Capricorn, thank you for these messages. Take those ones. All right. We take these. Adjustments are required. And I think you really do know that deep down inside. Adjustments need requiring, whether it's a small adjustment or a really big one. The key thing is right now is that feeling detached and closed off and guarded, I don't think that's what anyone wants. We have the conclusions are within reach and another eclipse. Interesting. So maybe there's going to be something for you that's happening on an eclipse in particular, because I'm getting a lot of eclipse cards for you. Pay attention to the moon patterns, especially when you're making these big adjustments. But conclusions are within reach. And we have number 34, attraction, pansy. Aw, more flowers. Some of you guys may really like purple and pink. I'm hearing you are attracting what is rightfully yours. Because of your morals, high honor, the way you treat people, you treat others the way that you would like to be treated, and that attracts great karma. So keep on being the awesome person that you are. Well, again, Capricorn, that was really heavy. I hope it resonated. Comment, subscribe, like, all of that is so much appreciated. Again, it is a general reading. So if you would like a personal one, please email me. All my information is in the about box. But besides that, take care, Capricorn. I'm thinking about you.